Hey everyone, my name's Chris Lambert. On this channel, we talk Kanye West. And today we're talking Ye going on to Fox News to talk about Yeezy Gap. And specifically, it's about the, controversy around selling Yeezy Gap engineered by Balenciaga clothes at Gap retail stores in these construction bags. So this is something that's appeared across the country, right? All these stores from California to New York, not all of them, right? But a lot of them, like all of these, meaning just a lot, have had these bags and they have the clothes just kind of folded into them. I'm guessing oftentimes strewn into them. And you just walk up, you pull what you want from it, you find your size, and you go and pay. It's a very different model, right? You look at this compared to the clothes that are neatly racked and put everywhere, and there's a huge difference in the aesthetic, the experience of going up and just grabbing something like this rather than taking it off the rack. The presentation's much different. So people have been curious about this, and it seems like it was stirring up enough conversation that Ye actually took to Fox News, or at least agreed to a conversation with Fox News. I don't know if a number of outlets were reaching out to him, if Fox reached out to him, or if he reached out to Fox. I know there have been a lot of people wondering why Fox News. If it was that Fox reached out to him, then it just seems like they reached out to him. He decided to answer. Maybe Gap asked him to do some media around it. We do know that Ye wants a larger stake in Gap and kind of like Gap leadership. Like, hey, I'm a partner. You should invest in this relationship with me. So I can see this being kind of I'm going to go do this press to benefit what we're doing together. It also might be, if you remember in 2020, when Ye announced his birthday party candidacy, one of the few media outlets that supported Ye was Tucker Carlson. And as much as I dislike 99% of the things that Tucker Carlson says, he had some very actually insightful and rational takes on what Ye was saying for his presidential campaign, and Ye really appreciated that and was excited about that. So I wonder if just the good feeling that he had from Tucker doing that is kind of why he would have gone to Fox with this, right? Like, oh, Tucker Carlson was cool to me. We know that he has a mental log of the people that supported his presidency and didn't. So this might be something that is covering that. You can see some of the shots from this Ye, just like he's not covering his face, but kind of is. He's got the hat on, he's got the hood on, talking to this guy, and they're showing the clothes. And it says West slammed for selling Yeezy Gap in trash bags. So a lot of people were taking these as trash bags rather than construction bags. And you may remember the other day, Ye tweeted that, and it might, or not tweeted, posted to Instagram that the biggest inspiration are kids and the homeless. And this is kind of in line with that aesthetic. And there have been groups on both sides of that conversation. There have been homeless advocates that say Ye is like appropriating homeless culture for style. And there have been homeless advocates that have said like, hey, Ye has helped the homeless in the past. He donated 1,000 meals. He's worked with one of the groups in LA and has continued to have conversations with them about how he can help through design, through fashion, through these other means, specifically with Skid Row in Los Angeles. And that this is just kind of bringing awareness, being an ally in a different kind of way. So of course people are going to take anything and find like the negative aspects of it, the positive aspects of it, but it's definitely something that's being discussed. But I think this is very much in line with, okay, how can we make this more egalitarian rather than so like everything's racked up and so nice. It's like, clothes are awesome, right? Fashion is a very powerful thing, but maybe we should just kind of like dial it back in how much we glorify these things. Like, it's a shirt in a bag. It makes me think of Fight Club, right? And Tyler Durden just being like, the things you own end up owning you, and just challenging. It's not like in the movie they take it to the extreme of like being in a rundown house and not owning anything and taking it like way too far. But I do think that there's a middle ground of a lot of us should feel less, what's the word here, or the phrase, should feel less indebted to the things that we own and remember that they are just things. And as much as we can cherish them, as much value as we can put in like a bunch of Yeezys that we have, at the end of the day, if like my Yeezys get a little dirt on them, that's not ruining my life. It's not breaking my spirit. But for some people, it would, right? It's just they can define themselves based on the things that they own and can kind of glorify these things. And it's just like, well, maybe we should take a step back and look at this in a different way. And I mean, even from somebody that has studied performance art the way Ye has, is there something striking about this? Like the difference between the meticulous way everything else is displayed versus this setup in the middle of the store. I think that's such a powerful image. As strange as it is, there's something very compelling about it. And the fact that this isn't like performance art, but is just an actual way of selling clothes in a store, it challenges the way that we've been selling clothes in stores, which, whether you like it or not, at least somebody's challenging the way clothes are being sold in stores. So this was like a whole thing. The guy ended up like talking with the Fox and Friends hosts. That's not in the video at this one here, but the one host is just like, did he talk about Kim Kardashian? And the guy's like, no, like that didn't come up. He also did the typical thing, like a lot of people that meet Ye and only have a concept of him through his like headlines and maybe interview clips, meet him and is just like, oh, he's actually very like thoughtful and sensitive and very sweet. And this guy did the same thing. He's like, actually he was like very thoughtful and sensitive, and I didn't expect that. And it's like, yeah, that's Ye. So there's more to this. We can go through photos of Kanye, has a bunch of the quotes. I'm not going to play the videos just because Fox News, copyright strikes, all of that going on. But you can see that Ye just a couple days ago was actually at a Yeezy Gap store in Times Square, or was this earlier today? The days bleed together, but Ye's wearing the same outfit. I'm guessing this is after he did the interview, but you can see he's here with all these Gap employees kind of posing. And then here, another clip. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is not just a celebrity collaboration. I'm ready for y'all's apology. We're creating. I've fought a lot. I've lost my best friend, which people are talking about like Kid Cudi. It's Virgil Abloh. That's who he's talking about when he says he lost his best friend. I lost my family, and I'm still here, and I'm here still creating. Like, people should appreciate the fact that he's still like taking the time to do this. And yeah, what he's saying, this is not a joke. This is not a game. This, like, he didn't do this just for laughs. He did this because he seriously wants to challenge the model and wants to bring a different aesthetic to everything. Yeah, Ye says his goal is to make fashion more egalitarian and less pretentious, right? So these aren't just like these one-of-a-kind unique items like hung from a rack, like glowing in the lights of the display. It's just a shirt in a bag, walk up and get it, you know? The reason behind Yeezy Gap selling the clothes in construction bags is so customers can just informally reach in and help themselves, because Ye's goal is to make life easier, which I know people might kind of be like, how is this making life easier? But I think it's kind of an overall aesthetic, and you start bringing that into everything that you're doing, and that's where it really starts to make a profound impact. It's like, all right, how can we make life easier with this thing? We're going to try this model. People might laugh at it, but the next thing we do, we're also doing that. The next thing we do, we're also doing that. And just seeing how that builds up over time and how that influences the way in which he's offering things to people. Now, if only the Confirmed app, you know, Yeezy Supply, all those things made purchasing things easier, that would be great. Don't clown the creators, Ye said. And then, this is not a joke. This is not a game. Yeah, this is not just some celebrity collaboration. We talked about that. I'm an innovator, and I'm not here to sit up and apologize for my ideas. That's exactly what the media tries to do, make us apologize for any idea that doesn't fall under exactly the way they want us to think. So kind of challenging the media concept, and I think also just the larger perception of people not being open-minded to challenges of the way they think. So it's like they might mock this at first, but it's like, really, like, take a second and think about it. Really think about it, you know? And then here he was in New York. You can see the same outfit. dining with somebody. I forget. I think it was Donda Times had where this was, but just I think it was a bakery, like a French bakery or something. But yeah, Ye spending some time in New York. We'll see if anything else comes out of this trip or if there's more media storm about the Yeezy Gap stuff. But also, this is a good reminder that if you've been wanting Yeezy Gap and haven't had success ordering online, you can still go to Gap stores across the country and probably find something, or just order online from somewhere. It seems like they have a lot of stuff that is being sold currently. So interesting just to hear Ye do a TV interview for the first time in a long time. And let's see if we hear anything more about like a growing relationship with Gap and the Gap leadership. So that's it for this video. Until next time, stay wavy and keep it loopy. Cheers.